What's up, Goddess Gang? Today we are back with another video, and today, you guys, we are using Young Nails Cover Blush Acrylic, which this acrylic is tried and true. It's one of the most sought after acrylics by Young Nails. But first, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and I've already done the prep, so I'm just actually showing you guys my application of my base layer, which I'm using Brazil by Madam Glam in the cut. Madam Glam in the cut. You guys know you can always save either 30 or 35% off with Madam Glam. If you use my discount code, which is Goddess Nails 30, or for 35%, you can try Goddess Nails 35. Sometimes it works. But nevertheless, this is a rubber base gel by Madam Glam, and I am obsessed with this base gel. So actually, this is my base layer. Like, I didn't do okay, so you guys see these nails? I can't even tell you. Maybe I can tell you. Hold on. I don't think I can because I think I've already deleted the footage, but I'll see. Hold on. No, I don't have it. But I literally did these nails at least a week ago. Like, I swear I'm not even lying. And this is the application. So I didn't use a dehydrator, quote unquote. I didn't use a base coat gel. I actually just used an alcohol prep pad, which you guys know I be buying these from Wally World in the cut. Wally World. But if you can find them at Dollar Tree, they're 125. If you find them at Walmart, they're 197. So I don't know, Walmart. You might have to drop the price to 118, or else I'm gonna go over to Dollar Tree. You know that the algorithm be picking up on those reviews. Anyways, so I alcohol prep my nails. Of course, I made sure to etch them a bit with the sanding band, which you guys know I use my 𝑘𝑟𝑎𝑡 file. If you're new here, shout out to you. Shout out to all our new subscribers over at the Goddess Gang in the cut. Anyways, so did have a little bit of a sanding band moment on these nails, and then just went in with the alcohol prep after a good wash and a good scrub to get the nails clean as possible. And then once you alcohol prep, you just go in with 2 layers. You have to have 2 layers. You guys saw the application that I showed you. It was just the first layer. The finished product is 2 layers of this rubber base, and this is just such a good protective barrier for your natural nails. I don't know if you guys really paid attention, but my natural nails are on fleek, and it's crazy because look, my full set is just hanging on there. I done took baths, I done washed dishes, I done washed clothes, I done went to the car wash, I done probably did some grocery shopping, I worked for a week, I've done a lot, and they are just, I've almost wanted to pop them off, but then I'm like, well, if they want to stay on, I mean, I can't be mad at them. So once I finished with the rubber base gel by Madam Glam, this one is Brazil. I have Ecuador too. I need to find it and use it, but I really like Brazil because it kind of complements my skin tone, so to speak. Ecuador it kind of has more of a purple base, which I would say is probably better for like a brown skin tone or something of that nature, maybe a caramel skin tone. But for me, this one is like a peach base, and it really complements my skin tone. And I don't know how many colors they have. We should go onto their website and look. I love browsing the Madam Glam website. I have done that with you guys in the past. I'm talking way too fast, y'all. I'm trying to get as much quality in as possible. But we're going in with some of our coffin nail tips. I got these off Amazon. My Amazon storefront is linked in my YouTube, quote unquote, about tab, which no longer exists, as you guys heard me complain about in a previous video. I don't know, I kind of like the about tab when it was a tab because you could just tell people to go to the about tab. But right now you just have to, if you go under my username on YouTube and then you click the little where it says www.scorpiongoddessnails.blog. It will take you over and you can go to see all my description, my bio, quote unquote, on YouTube. And then, of course, all my discount codes, the direct links to shop and everything, and my Amazon storefront and my Instagram, stuff like that. Even my TikTok, which I'm not active on. I don't do TikTok, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold y'all up. But anyway, so these tips are there, super affordable, super quality, and highly recommended. When I say affordable, I'm talking about under $10. So go shop my Amazon storefront whenever you have time. Meanwhile, we're going in with Born Pretty base coat gel. So I decided to put a base coat gel layer on here because I wanted to emulate, for example, if you were doing your nails and technically, you would go ahead and apply a layer of base coat gel. You want to get the best adhesion. I would love to reach out to Madam Glam and ask them specifically if this rubber base acts as a base coat layer. I'm not assuming that it does, so that's why I did go ahead with a base coat gel. But if we assume that it does, which I kind of do assume that it does, today I did my friend's nails and I used the rubber base as the base coat layer. I did not go in with a base coat gel after that, so we'll see how it turns out. But this base coat, I mean, this rubber base by Madam Glam is just, it's super adhesive, but not in a negative way. Like, I would, for lack of a better term, say it's not like a chemical adhesive. It's actually a rubber adhesive. So, how they were able to achieve that in a vegan, cruelty free, 21 free formula, HMA free. I'm not exactly sure, but they did, and I stand by this product. You guys can always save again with my discount code. We also are going in with our KDS nail glue. I have tried plenty of nail glue. This is my all-time favorite. I mean, if like one time I went to a nail supply store and I got KDS nail gel for nail glue for the first time. And I asked the guy, I'm like, well, how much would it be to just buy it in like bulk? Because I normally like to try to buy all my nail supplies in bulk if I can. He's like, oh, that'll run you $100. I'm like, for some nail glue? I'm like, yeah, I'll come back after I try it. It's literally $1 per stick if you just buy. It's 97 cents or something. They like put it right under $1, but if you buy it just in the tube by itself. So I was like, I don't know. I'll think about it. Highly, highly recommend, especially if you have a nail salon or anything of that sort. Now, of course, I'm just a DIY nail girl. Take all of my advice with a grain of salt. I will not hold you up. By the way, y'all like my new haircut? I did my hair myself. If y'all are wondering, like, did she go pay for that? How much did she pay? Bitch, no pennies. How about that? I paid about an hour of my time. Literally. It was the quickest haircut I ever done to myself. So, anyways, KDS nail glue, highly recommended. If you ever watch DIY nail girls or even some of the salon girlies, they do swear by KDS, but I never really knew it was worth all the hype until I tried it myself. Definitely next time. Today I had to open up a new and not only that, it did not dry up. A lot of times your nail glue will dry up in the bottle and you will go for it and it will not be like, it will be out of service. You'll be like, damn, thank God this ain't a bus on my way home from a long day at work because I would be pissed. And so today I kind of ran into that where I went to go grab for it and it was like, I don't know if it was dried up or if it was empty because sometimes my daughter be getting into my nail supplies and she be acting like she ain't do nothing, but she did. She used it and she didn't tell nobody. So I was like, whatever, I'm not gonna blame it on KDS. But I went and opened a new tube. I bought 3 of them, y'all. I'm on my second one. And I swear this was like 6 months ago. And I have been using it. I wouldn't say generously, but I would say I've been using it to where I'm like, how long is it gonna last? Because every time I open it, I'm like, wow, it's actually like in service again. Because I don't know. Maybe y'all could drop down in the comments and attest to this. Hold on, y'all. I gotta plug my phone up. I'm over here like my phone dying, y'all. I'm gonna plug it up while I'm not doing nothing. I'm gonna let it charge. Hold on. I don't know if y'all can attest to this, but a lot of times your nail glue will dry up or it just is not very reliable. Also, nail glue that takes forever ever to dry, and you be standing there with your customer, your client, looking like, man, why didn't I just use some base coat gel and cure this on? Because it's taking 6 minutes for one nail. Not that kind of party with the KDS nail glue. So whatever they are doing, also definitely recommend you go ahead onto Amazon, and if I can find it, I will post it. Go to Amazon and look it up because they also sell, they're infamous for selling, I mean not infamous, they're famous for selling KDS nail glue on Amazon. I've heard a lot of girls be buying it. All right, so anyways, I did trim my nails down with the extension clipper. Okay, y'all saw that. And typically will always make my thumb a little bit shorter than the rest of my nails because it's just a give. And also, if you have like stiletto or coffin tips and you cut them down, you probably know by now that you got to go ahead and taper them in a bit more. As you guys could see, they were pretty tapered when they were XXXL, 3XLs. However, I clipped them down to about just a XL, or maybe for lack of better words, a 2XL. And then in that case, I went ahead and with the straight edge clippers, and I went ahead to taper them off a bit, which looking back at the end result, I wish I would have tapered them just a bit more. Like you can see how these turned out when, hold on. Okay, there we go. I already uploaded this video, so it's my previous upload if you really want to get a good look at these. But you see how they kind of came out looking square? And if I would have tapered them in more after, oh, hold on, y'all. Post nail art, they would have looked more coffin. And so these ones don't have any nail art and they look good, but you can see these ones kind of go square. So if you know you're going to be adding nail art and it's going to be a little bulky, extra taper them. And that's the point where these are non C curve. These are non-C curve. But if you really want to do like nail art and stuff, I would suggest the super C curve. And those ones are kind of like the ones that I've seen, that you guys have seen on my channel or that I've shown on my channel before. That those are by 𝑚𝑒𝑚𝑜. I have those by 𝑚𝑒𝑚𝑜. So they're like, I do recommend them. They're the pump ups, y'all. Go back onto some of my previous videos, especially if you're new here. Shout out to the Goddess Gang in the cut. Goddess Gang in the cut. Anyways, so after that, I'm gonna go ahead and taper in my nail tips. You guys have probably seen me a million times on my channel. Just go ahead and try to skip this step. I do not recommend it under any circumstances. I don't care if you're a DIY girly. I don't care if you're a salon girly. I don't care if you brand new or if you old school and you just kicking it. Go ahead and blend those tips because if you do not, at the end result, you will regret it. You can see, hold on, I'll even pause. Hold on, y'all, I'll pause. Oh, hold on, let me get a good pause. Oh, hold on, I might not be getting a good pause. Hold on, I'll go ahead and, oh, young nails at the cut. Okay, hold on, let me see if I can get a good, okay. Okay, there we go. Perfect. You guys can't see my cursor, but on my middle finger, you can kind of see, look at my index finger, how it looks like just a solid nail. It's like, girl, you did good. You got a nice mani. Then on the middle finger, you can see that there's obviously a distinct difference between the natural nail and the extension. And you can see that there's what do they call that? Like a ridge, so to speak. And then on the ring finger, it's kind of in between. It's like, and then on the pinky finger, it's like, I guess, like, I guess. And sometimes I get lazy like that. But you can see this middle finger over on the left hand, right over underneath where I am. That one is kind of better, and the index is pretty good too. So you just want to make sure to taper and blend those tips into the natural nail. You don't really want the extension to appear as an extension at any point throughout the process. For example, I like to be like, oh, I'm just gonna skip this step and like I'll just fill it in with gel. I'll fill it in with base coat gel. I'll fill it in with rubber base coat gel. I don't care. I'll fill it in with anything, just whatever. Don't do that. I don't recommend you do that because the end result will look wonky. And Femi Beauty, if y'all know her, she is infamous for telling y'all that over and over. She be telling y'all, like, I don't know if y'all watch her, but she be telling me, she like, girl, just, and I be like, and I just always try to act like I don't know, but if you know, you really do know. So don't be that girl. Just go ahead, blend the extension into the natural nail because you want an overall natural look at the end result. And even with the cuticles, sometimes when I'm doing display nails, I will make sure they look like display nails as opposed to like natural, but we'll get into that in the future. Nevertheless, I just want to drop that little disclaimer because it's definitely important. All right, you guys, let's get back into it. So yeah, we got our rubber base. I went ahead and I decided to put that as my base layer because so typically you would just go in with maybe like a clear and you would build your base layer. But I wanted to practice using the Young Nails cover blush with the speed dry monomer that I like to use. In addition to that, I decided to use the 20 size brush, which I don't typically do. My safe zone when it comes to my brush size is either a 12 or sometimes if I'm like in a really good mood, like a really good mood, I'm feeling good about myself with my acrylic, then I'll go for the 18. The 20, I don't know if you guys know who Lovely Mimi is. She's famous because she's, part of Wild 'N Out and stuff like that. But she uses a 20 and she actually just XXL nails will, in one swipe of acrylic, get the whole nail done. I mean, her application is like 10 to 15 minutes for XXLs, like for both hands. So I decided to practice with that, and it's cold weather. So, if you guys know anything about acrylic, not that I know too much, but I know a bit. You can see, did you see what just happened here? I don't know, you guys. Sometimes I stray from choosing the pinky as the victim for like the application, and I go for like the middle finger or something like that because it's a little more feasible. You're gonna have to figure out how the temperature is reacting with the product. The temperature in the room, area temperature, things like that is reacting with the product. If you can like fix the temperature to a certain temperature, like for example, it was like 72, 73 degrees in my house, which is pretty low for acrylic. You want it to be like 75 at a sweet spot. 76 is kind of hot and 74 is like, it might get a little runny. But it was like 72, 73. And I'm like, I do not want to turn the heat on because it will be blazing hot because like for some reason the heat is really hot. So I was like, I'm just gonna have to try it at like 72, you know what I'm saying? 73, which I know it's not gonna really give very well. The only alternative to that is kind of just waiting a while for at dawn, waiting a while for the um product to set a bit, but you guys know that I'm using speed dry monomer. I am so impatient. So I made it through the pinky nail and I'm like, oh, that was not the best application. I actually wanted to give up, y'all. I was like, I'm just gonna cut this off. I'm gonna wait until I get to the next hand. I'm gonna practice. And I'm like, no, girl, I need to get this footage taken care of. I want to hurry up and get this done. So you guys are gonna see that it was pretty sloppy. I haven't done application for acrylic in a while. Also, boom. I have not used Young Nails, especially with Speed Dry Monomer in a while. I try to always use it with, first off, I try to use Speed Acrylic, Speed Core, what do I have this? The Speed Acrylic by Young Nails. I try to use that one and then I try to use it with a regular monomer because you cannot use it with a speed monomer. It will dry almost instantly. But I figure, okay, well, I never really used the cover blush with the speed monomer, so let me just try it. And as you can see, it started to go fairly well, but with glitter acrylic, for some reason, I tend to stray away from acrylics that have particles. I like solid acrylics the best because you can learn them and apply them, and it's just that simple. With the glitter acrylics, it's always messy. It's always a process. It's always a patience test. It's like, how much patience do I have for this today? I don't know. Maybe there's people who could argue, but I also feel like it just applies better in thin layers. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong, but I don't really have, I don't take very well to acrylics with particles. But as you can see, I started to learn. I was like, okay, girl, you can do this. You got this. And so it started to turn out pretty well. Alton, can you not? My puppy is annoying. I'm just kidding. He not annoying. Hold on. Come here, Thon. Come. Come here. Oh, he's so sweet. He's adorable. It's because he always wants attention, y'all. He gets, look at him. The same old thing every day. You cannot be the co-host of Goddess Gang if you're acting like a loony. And he loves to sit, y'all. He loves to sit like he a human. You and he do not like when I be telling his business. Alton, you like sitting like you a big old boy, huh? I cannot believe how much work this little boy is. So, anyways, I'm going in with the application. It's honestly not the best. I'm totally embarrassed. That's why y'all are gonna see like clips here and clips there. Cause I was kind of like, I don't know how I feel. The whole time I was like, should I do it? Should I not? Should and this is one of those should I do it? And I'm like, don't give up. Just keep going. So sometimes I like to show you guys like the struggle too, especially there are some people who and I've become one of them, sadly. I don't want to say sadly in a mean way, but sadly in an empathetic way. That kind of had to take a break and stuff, or be like, oh my God, overwhelmed with circumstances of life. And they get back into it and they're like, it be tough. So I want to kind of tell you guys, like, it do be tough, but we up in the cut. Look at this boy. You sleepy? You not going to sleep. Stay your butt up. Look at you. You got big so quick. You got big quick, didn't you? Hmm. You be acting grown. You be acting grown? Do you be acting grown or not? Look at him. Oh, he's so adorable. You do not like people knowing his business. You don't want nobody knowing your business? Get out of here there, your little ugly butt. He want to be famous, but he don't want him knowing his business. Look at him with his paw. So cute. You adorable? He's like, yeah, I'm adorable. You adorable? Y'all. You adorable. Give me a kiss. Hold on, wait. Let's see if he'll give me a kiss today. Let's see if my show dog will give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Y'all, don't be looking at this application. Just look. Did you just paw me? Girl, boy, ain't no girls looking at you on YouTube. Trust me. Give me a kiss. A sigh. Disinterest. Give me a kiss. Why won't you give me a kiss? You don't want no one to see you give me a kiss? He is so rude, y'all. I cannot with him. What about when I be sharing what all my meals I be sharing with you? I be sharing all my meals with you. Oh, yo, want to talk about that? Yo, want to talk about that? Oh, he told me stop putting him on blast before he beat me up. Give me a kiss then. Give me a kiss. Normally he will always yawning in my face. at dawn. He always gives me a kiss, y'all. I will catch it on camera when he's not looking. I swear. He be giving me kisses. So y'all can see also another thing that's a little annoying. Another thing that's a little annoying about glitter is that it be getting messy. But this Young Nails does like this one, the cover blush. It was so forgivable. Look at my monomer. It has lots of glitter debris, right? But it was doing so good. I mean, I was able to go down to like low levels of monomer and it was still do good. And I was like, dang. I was getting a little bougie. I'm like, okay, girl, I got guilty. I'm like, hold on, girl, you need to stop acting like that. Go ahead and put some more monomer in a bowl. You acting rude. Today I was dying because I did my friend's nails. I couldn't, I don't think I even looked, but I could quote unquote not find the face mask the last when I did this application actually. Come here, Athon. You go give me a kiss right now. Come here. He looking at me with the white showing on his eye. That's how you know he don't want to put up with me. Sometimes he be trying to guilt trip me and he'll look at me with the white in his eye, be like, anyways, so on this now, I was like, on a thumbnail, you always gotta play it safe. I don't know about y'all, but I got a wide thumb. Y'all who got wide thumbs I already know. One time I did this girl's nails and she had wide nail beds, and I wasn't that experienced. Everything is a learning curve. If you get a client with like wide nail beds and be like, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up in my Kanye, right? Because at the end of the day, psh, that's a learning curve. And so the best thing to do in that case, and some people may argue that the best thing to do in every case is to maybe start layering towards from the bottom of the nail upwards. And I wouldn't argue with that, especially on the thumbnail, because it's very easy to get a super bulky thumbnail just off of like trying to do it like the other nails. Thumbnails are wider. They're just different. That's why even to the length we clip them a little shorter because their function is a little different than the rest of the the nails and the fingers and things like that. To me, it works well if you just look at how this is flowing and I'm able to just basically cover. The thing about a thumbnail is that it doesn't really need as much reinforcement or like quote unquote apex as the rest of the nails. The rest of the nails need a bit more apex or a bit more strength. They need a bit more because they get installed in. It's like, now if you hurt your thumbnail, first off, that's kind of rare to be honest. Maybe unless you smash it into something. But like in general, a lot of times when you get like, oh, damn, that really hurt me, it'll be like your middle finger or your index finger. Sometimes maybe your pinky if you're a little clumsy, but thumbnail, not so much. And really, because of the width of it. The width, right? Is so wide. So you just need to apply a good apex and an even application along the body of the nail, but you don't need to be bulky or anything like that. Whereas maybe with the middle finger or the pinky, especially I find myself a lot at the pinky, especially making sure I got a good application because the second you try to hurt your pinky, it'd be so painful. If you just make sure you got a strong apex and a strong body, the other nails don't need as thick of a body as the pinky does. The pinky, I mean, depending on how your pinkies are laid out. One of my pinkies is already injured because I kind of broke this like finger. So this pinky, it just seems to be less strong. This pinky over here is a little more strong, so I don't have to make it as thick. And that's the thing. You will get clients that have all kinds of different things. Diabetes, where you gotta be super gentle. Make sure no cuts ever. Like you cannot cut them. I swear. Just don't cut them. Liability. Of course, I'm just a DIY nail girl, but you can look it up and I'm pretty sure you'll figure that it's safe to just play it safe with those kind of clients. So I also find that my clients enjoy coming to me because, well, like my friends, right? My besties that be supporting me, they enjoy coming to me because I understand a lot of that stuff. And it's really just common sense. And it's kind of like artwork. painting on the nails and like nail extensions and things like that. It's like artwork. And then so you can see, I decided maybe it's better to do the application starting from the bottom with this particular acrylic, this particular monomer, or maybe just in general. That's maybe what I prefer more. So I decided to go with that method on the rest of the nails. I feel like blending wise, it seems to work better. You really don't want to have like, if you apply it at the top and work down, then you kind of almost always have a gap, and that leaves room for like air bubbles or like structural imperfections, or just simply you gotta file more. Whereas opposed to this method, especially because I don't know if y'all really recognize, right? But this is I'm doing this application and I left this footage in for you guys because I'm doing non-dominant hand application. This is my left hand, and I don't know, you guys. I'm literally, I don't want to tell y'all about my life that much, but I'm right-handed. So I don't know why, but I do everything so much better almost with my left hand. It's almost like unbelievable. Sports, art, everything I do very well with. So I'm working the quote unquote paintbrush, the acrylic brush with my left hand right now. And the application is looking on fleek. And that's just, I don't know why. I almost always work with my right hand to my left hand first because it's like pain for me. I had to get it out the way. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get this out the way because I work impulsively with my right hand. But with my left hand, I work artistically and I'm really, really good. And so I be in there like, so as you guys can see, I look at the application. Now, mind you, I've had the benefit of learning from the application of the right hand, needless to say. I mean, the left hand with the right hand, right? But I definitely recommend this. So next time I do my application, I'm gonna try myself and be like, girl, do it correctly with both hands, girl. Do it correctly with both hands. Nah, I'm just kidding. Anyways, drop comments down below. Let me know how you guys are liking the daily uploads of December. And if not, just DM me on Instagram at Scorpion Goddess Nails. At Scorpion Goddess Nails. Because I was thinking to also go visit my vlog at Scorpion Goddess. I mean, this is why self-promoting is so much work. I swear. Go visit me at www.scorpiongoddessnails.blog in the cut. And I always say like that because you already know we first and foremost repping gang. So back to this application. How good am I doing? I'm flexing a little 20 in the cut. Look, let's give her a little shine. Where's she at? I'm gonna give both of them a shine. I'm gonna give all of them a shine. I'm gonna tell y'all all my brushes. I have 4 acrylic brushes. 4. I will admit this is my second. It's called a petal. A petal. This one is hold on, wait. Okay, this one is pretty popular on Amazon. However, I'm not 100% sure if the one on Amazon is genuine. So I'd probably order it and let y'all know. This one is genuine. I bought it in person, and this one is not crimped. I don't know. Somehow I ended up walking. I was like, I think I was kind of low key embarrassed that I had to I was low key embarrassed that I had to buy a new one because I ruined the first one. And I didn't ruin it too bad. I ruined it enough to where I was able to give it away. Okay, guys. Sorry, I just took a little break to interact with my family, get them caught up on their chores. So, anyways, I'm doing pretty good on my application for this hand. I'm working. Normally, this is how I always start out. I start off using way super big beads. I'm like, whatever, whatever. And then I always conclude that I actually really enjoy using smaller beads and just working it. And everyone is different. Some people do better using just one bead application. Some people do better using 3 bead application, 4 bead application. God forbid, some people might say 6 bead application, depending on the length and things. And then also you have to take into consideration that every length is different. But I think that no matter what the length is, it's always safe to work kind of from the bottom working up. And as you can see, as the nails went on, I started to get more and more lazy. And I'm like, I wonder if I could work like further up and see. And it kind of it worked out pretty well. But I think it would have worked out better to do it like with a regular monomer as opposed to a speed dry monomer. So it also depends on your monomer type. Like if you have a speed dry monomer, you may want to work in smaller beads and you may want to cover less surface area as opposed to if you work with a regular monomer. The monomer that I have is low odor. It actually is very forgiving. Like it doesn't get me like sometimes the monomer will burn your nostrils. This monomer does not do that, so I can work without a mask even though I don't prefer to. But regular monomer, I need to wear a mask or else my nostrils will be burned. As you can see, it was so cold in the environment that I was kind of getting like beads just running off. And sometimes I don't know, I've watched Young Nails tutorials since we're using their products. And it always says to go ahead and pick up your bead and then just kind of let the base dry like onto the napkin and then go ahead and apply. But I don't know, I don't like to do that because I don't know if y'all can see. Maybe I started to do well with it, but it'd be drying too quick for me. I'd be like, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable. Like if you make a mistake, it's not very forgiving. That's why I like to work with like moist beads is what I call them. But it's up to everyone's preference, and that's the fun thing about like being a DIY nail artist or a regular nail artist, like in a salon and things like that. Everything is really based off of like what your comfort level is. Like, do you see that bead? It went in fairly well. I did good. I'm like, okay, in the cut. You do want to try to avoid the um like around the cuticle, the skin, the nail if you can. I mean the finger if you can. But it is what it is. I don't know. I just think I did pretty good on this application as opposed to the first hand. But y'all can drop comments down below and let me know what you think. And then sometimes I'm not really eager to get super close to the cuticle because these are display nails and I want to be able to pop them off. But you would want to go ahead and make sure that you have a nice and solid application, a nice transition between the cuticle and the extension for any of your clients if you are working on clients. But also sometimes when I'm doing acrylic, I start to get bored or like I don't think it's really boredom. I think it's excitement. I start to get excited and be like, I just want to finish. And so sometimes you see that I'm working a little sloppy or I'm in kind of what seems like a rush because it is. So never mind me, excuse me for that. But anyways, drop comments down below. Let me know how you're liking this video or DM me because some of you guys are shy and that's okay. I'm shy too. I always been pretty like I don't know. But I've been trying to like kind of branch out more and be more sociable and things like that. So definitely encourage you guys to drop comments. This process was a lot. It was definitely a lot, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until next time. And if you want to see how this application turned out, then just tune into my previous upload, which I did a snowman nail design, which I have on here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for a new upload. Till next time, I'll holla y'all. Peace.